Stop everything because Claressa Shields has just made an announcement that has stunned everyone. Known for her undefeated record in the boxing ring and her fierce, determined personality, Claressa is no stranger to making headlines for her achievements in sports. But this time, she has stepped into a very different kind of spotlight. One filled with personal drama, surprises, and intense emotions. Social media erupted as fans tried to process the news, and it quickly became clear that this wasn't just another celebrity update. Claressa revealed that she and Papoose are planning to start a family in 2027. The news caught everyone off guard, not just because of the announcement itself, but because of the timing. Fans have been sharing theories and expressing shock, while the internet buzzed with questions about why they chose to reveal this information now. On the surface, it might seem like a sweet, heartfelt announcement. However, sources close to the couple indicate that there's much more happening behind the scenes. Tensions have reportedly been high for months, with private disagreements about family matters, lingering issues from the past, and whispered concerns bubbling up into the open. Friends and relatives have felt the emotional strain, and everyone around the couple seems to be on edge. What appears to be a calm declaration might actually be just the beginning of a more complicated story. Life outside the ring for Claressa has never been simple. While she dominates in sports and remains focused on her career, her personal life has presented challenges that are far more complex and emotional. For months, she and Papoose quietly discussed their plans for the future, navigating the difficult decisions that come with building a family. The conversations were not easy. Close friends and family have reportedly clashed over advice, opinions, and fears, and it became clear that blending their lives into something so significant would naturally stir strong emotions. From disagreements about timing to concerns about public perception, every decision seemed heavy with meaning. With Papoose's well-known history and Claressa's high-profile athletic career, even private choices attracted attention and sometimes judgment. Claressa did not casually mention a family plan in a passing comment. She made a deliberate statement, showing that the decision had been carefully considered. She reportedly told a trusted friend that they had been discussing this for a long time, and that it felt like the right moment to move forward. While her words sounded calm, they masked the private struggles, doubts, and debates the couple faced. Questions about managing the pressures of fame while raising a family, old conflicts resurfacing, and reactions from friends and mentors were all part of the intense emotional landscape surrounding this decision. Responses from those close to the couple have been mixed. Some people have praised their patience and careful planning, seeing the announcement as a sign of commitment and readiness. Others expressed concern about the timing, wondering why they would wait until 2027 rather than starting sooner. Family members had serious discussions, with some fully supportive while others remained skeptical about merging two public lives into a private dream now on display for the world to see. Private arguments, tense phone calls, and late-night debates reportedly shaped the background of the announcement long before it reached the public eye. Even though Claressa's statement seemed celebratory, insiders hint that it required careful navigation. Every gesture, word, and hint was measured not only for public perception, but also for the intricate network of relationships, reputations, and history surrounding the couple. A decision that might seem straightforward in most relationships has turned into a headline-making revelation, sparking curiosity, speculation, and tension. The 2027 baby plan is more than a future goal. It is a catalyst bringing private dramas into the light, and the story is far from over. Behind closed doors, emotions ran high immediately after the news surfaced. Some friends were excited, believing this was a long overdue step forward for the couple. They saw it as a moment of stability and happiness after everything Claressa and Papoose had been through individually. Yet others worried about the challenges, noting Papoose's complicated past and the constant public scrutiny Claressa faces as a prominent athlete. Conversations that were meant to be private and calm escalated quickly. Relatives expressed tension, sometimes raising voices and defending their opinions firmly. The stakes were not only about starting a family, they involved image, legacy, and the pressures of balancing personal life with public expectations. Past conflicts and unresolved disagreements also reappeared, complicating every step. Jealousy, financial debates, and family misunderstandings were all reignited as the couple tried to move forward. Despite the mounting pressures, Claressa and Papoose worked to present a united front, approaching private discussions with care, compromise, and emotional honesty. Claressa reassured Papoose that they were ready, but also recognized the importance of handling the situation thoughtfully for themselves and everyone around them. Even as they navigated these private storms, the ripple effects extended outward. Some relatives of Papoose were wary, questioning whether fame and public attention would overshadow the deeply personal nature of raising a family. Subtle tensions, whispered warnings, and hints of jealousy created a volatile environment that could lead to further drama, if not handled carefully. Everyone close to the couple had opinions, and those opinions were not always quiet. What began as a private milestone quickly became a test of their ability to manage love, loyalty, and pressure simultaneously. Each step the couple took carried the risk of backlash or misunderstanding, making the process of building a family far more complicated than usual. Casual conversations could quickly become emotional, and family gatherings occasionally turned into tense confrontations. Yet, through all of this, Claressa and Papoose demonstrated determination, balancing emotions and outside opinions while moving toward their goal. Their announcement is not just about a future baby. It is a glimpse into the complex reality of two lives intertwined under public scrutiny, personal history, and high expectations, showing how even celebrated figures face deeply human challenges. Claressa Shields and Papoose tried their best to stay composed, but it was impossible to hide the tension. Everyone around them seemed to have an opinion, and not all of them were supportive. Emotions ran high, and the family was divided. Some people defended the couple, while others questioned their timing, motives, and whether they were truly ready to take this step. Rumors of jealousy and old grudges resurfaced, adding fuel to the fire. A source close to the situation shared that some distant family members expressed concerns about Papoose's past relationships and high-profile drama, worrying that it might complicate the couple's plans. There is a lot of history there, and many people are nervous about what could happen next. Every move that Claressa and Papoose make seems to be scrutinized, and that kind of pressure can create cracks even in the strongest relationships. Claressa, known for her discipline and resilience in the ring, had to find new ways to handle personal stakes that had nothing to do with championships or titles. These challenges were about love, loyalty, and family expectations. As the tension grew, private conversations between her and Papoose became emotionally charged. Insiders revealed that late-night discussions often ended with tears, frustration, and heart-to-heart confessions. Claressa reportedly said during one of these emotional moments, "We can't let this get to us, but it's hard. There's so much pressure, and everyone has an opinion about what we should do and when we should do it." Papoose, equally determined, reassured her, saying, "We've faced everything together before. This is ours and we can handle it." Their exchanges were raw and vulnerable, showing just how high the personal stakes were. Behind the confident public personas, they were navigating fears, hopes, and expectations that could easily ignite into conflict. The drama didn't stop there. Friends and associates who were supposed to offer support reportedly added to the tension. Whispers, veiled warnings, and pointed advice only intensified emotions. As one insider explained, "People mean well, but sometimes their opinions make things worse." Claressa and Papoose had to carefully choose which battles to fight, knowing that even small misunderstandings could spiral into bigger problems. Their strategy of discretion, meant to protect their plans from unnecessary scrutiny, was constantly being tested. Just when it seemed like things might settle, new challenges emerged. Some extended family members reportedly questioned whether the 2027 timeline was realistic, wondering if the plan could work alongside all the pressures in their lives. These doubts quickly escalated tension, creating a backdrop of uncertainty that could continue to intensify. The announcement about starting a family in 2027 was no longer just a joyful revelation. It became a test of patience, loyalty, and emotional endurance. Every conversation, argument, and private discussion hinted that the path ahead would be far from simple. Old grievances, family divisions, and high stakes loomed large, making their personal lives as intense and unpredictable as any championship fight Claressa had faced in the ring. Insiders revealed that during a weekend family gathering, tensions reached a boiling point. What started as a casual dinner quickly escalated. Voices were raised, tears were shed, and it felt like the room could explode at any moment. Claressa tried to maintain her composure, but even she couldn't mask the tension. Papoose, protective of both the announcement and their plans, found himself in the middle of subtle jabs and pointed questions. The couple had to defend their decision while keeping the peace, all while old disagreements and unspoken resentments resurfaced. Every word carried weight, every glance had meaning, and any small misstep could trigger a major argument. Despite the chaos, Claressa and Papoose found private moments of reassurance. Late-night conversations allowed them to share fears and frustrations, cry, laugh, and remind each other why this plan mattered. Those intimate exchanges strengthened their bond, but also highlighted how delicate the situation had become. Even friends who seemed supportive sometimes added pressure with veiled warnings or pointed comments about timing, public perception, and past controversies. Claressa, a strategist in her professional life, had to bring the same patience and discipline into her personal life. Every decision required careful thought, because even a minor slip could have serious consequences. Still, the couple remained committed to their plan. They knew it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined. Sources say that despite tension and uncertainty, there was also hope, anticipation, and cautious optimism. The 2027 baby plan is no longer just a personal milestone. It has become a story of love, resilience, and the challenges of blending two public lives with private dreams. As arguments, warnings, and emotional confrontations continue to unfold, insiders suggest the story is far from over. Claressa Shields' announcement is not just news. It is the start of a journey filled with suspense, tension, and unpredictable moments. Every step they take will be watched, every decision will matter, and the next chapter promises even more drama, surprises, and emotional intensity.